Hi, and welcome to another episode of A Little Bit More, where we provide a little bit more perspective and understanding of our world and ourselves in a more personal and direct way. And I'm your host, Adrian Cameron. I've always believed there is no harm in trying something new, as long as it's safe. Hey, you may never know what you may learn about yourself. Recently, I've had the opportunity to visit Poznań, Poland because of a friend of mine, Dr. Nicole Rodriguez, who recently moved there to do her postdoc. In this episode, you will learn a little bit more about Dr. Nicole Rodriguez and her experiences living in Poznań, Poland, and some of the reasons why you should try something new. Let's get to the interview.
My name is Nicole Rodriguez. I'm from Bridgewater, New Jersey, and I currently live in Poznań, Poland.
So Nicole, what is your area of study?
I got my doctorate in bilingualism and second language acquisition. I study mainly heritage language acquisition in child bilinguals, so how they develop phonology and acquire phonology.
So Nicole, you got your undergraduate degree in Spanish education, and I just wanted to understand a little bit more about why Poland.
The academic job market is pretty tough, so it's not like you can choose where you go, being completely honest. But the postdoc seemed pretty attractive in the sense that it was just studying something new that I hadn't done before, both in terms of the languages and instead of second language acquisition, it's third language acquisition, so multilingualism in general. And the project and the people working on the project seem really interesting.
All right, so the fact that you're now in Poland, so what attracted you of coming all the way to Europe versus continuing to try to find something in the US?
I'm a dual citizen. So I have both my American passport and my European Union passport through Spain. So I've always wanted to move to Europe, so I thought it'd be really cool. Geographically, Poland is pretty central in Europe, but I hadn't been to this part of the continent, so I thought that'd be really cool. And I had a lot of opportunities to travel to other places. And the project that I'm working on is a collaborative effort between a university in Poland and 2 universities in Norway. So both countries I've never been to before, but were on my list of places to visit. So I thought, why not just go for it?
The fact that most of these countries, their national language isn't English, is that a interesting, wonderful thing to actually come here to actually be immersed in different languages rather than English than in Spanish?
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Before doing my doctorate, I was an ESL teacher, so I kind of feel like what my students felt when they moved to New Jersey and were kind of just lost with everything. But everyone here has a very high level of English, or if not, we're pretty good at pantomiming when I need a couple of words so far, so I can get by pretty easily.
That's good. So how has the experience been here living in Poznań, Poland?
So I don't know if you had like a preconceived notion before coming to Poland, but everything that I had experienced and all the people that I talked to was essentially, well, why are you moving to Poland? Haven't you seen the news about how it's a pretty conservative country overall? It's not the greatest place to live, but my experience has been nothing but positive. I don't know if maybe I'm living in a liberal bubble, maybe, possibly. But everyone's very friendly, the food is so good, the public transportation system works really well, so easy to get around places. I've had a very positive experience in Poland.
Well, that's good because at least you're getting outside your comfort zone and experiencing something new that a lot of people wouldn't experience. Okay, since you've been here for 3 months now, so what are some of the things that you miss from coming from New Jersey to Poznań, Poland? It's a drastic difference.
I miss bagels for you in central New Jersey, to be honest.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
I don't know. I miss driving a little bit. Not that I want to have a car now, but there's just like the ability to have a car to be able to read the road signs and like know where I'm going. That's pretty cool. Also, everything's closed on, not everything, but most things are closed on Sundays. So if I needed to go grocery shopping and I forgot to do it on Saturday, it's not a great thing to forget.
But it must be pretty cool to be able to,
like the U.S., you can go from state to state on the weekends and stuff like that. But to be able to hop into a different country, which has a different language, a different culture, different feel, a different, you know,
Yeah,
just
it's
everything
pretty
all
awesome.
together, you can just move easily around.
Yeah, I can hop on a train and be in Berlin in 2 to 3 hours. Hopped on a plane a couple weekends ago and I went to Spain to see my cousins for the weekend, which took me like 6 hours to get there because it was connecting flights. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a Ryanair flight for $15 to get to London, so
Oh wow.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So based on your experience, what would you share with, you know, the viewer about, you know, trying something new?
I say go for it because you really only live once and you don't want to wake up in 30 years and think, well, what if I had done the one thing? So I think when you put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable, that's when you learn the most about yourself and that's where you grow. That's where good things happen. So just go for it. You can always go back if it doesn't work out.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today on A Little Bit More.
Well, thank you for flying to Poland. I hope you enjoyed your stay.
Yes, I did. Thank you.